On this video, we're going to be working on the Peterbilt 389 glider, the Neil Diamond truck. Been working on it a lot lately, and honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired of it. You know why? Because it's always so dirty, and a truck like this shouldn't be so dirty. So I get a little bit cranky, a little bit sad inside every time I have to work on it. But we go ahead and get the job done. What ended up happening is the Neil Diamond truck went to Louisiana, picked up a load of pipe, and went up to Pennsylvania. It paid really good. That's why he went to Pennsylvania. Then he picked up a load from Mercer that was headed to Florida. It was the kiss of death because Mercer canceled the load after they got down the road 150 miles. So then they had to turn it around and go back to where they picked it up. But they were close, so they had to stay at a truck stop. And he parked right on the end of where the fuel aisle is. He parked right on the end where there's no spots left. And it's kind of the danger zone, especially for nice trucks. It's the danger zone, and he was in the danger zone. And sure enough, some guy in a Ryder truck tried to snug in right next to him, and bam, smashed into the front of the truck. Caused so much damage, you couldn't open the hood, the headlight was busted out. I mean, the damage was more in cost than I paid for my whole truck. So it was a lot of damage. The guy did stop, exchange insurance and all that. So, hey, at least it wasn't hit and run. But he trucked it home. We go ahead and get work on it right here where we can lick our wounds at home and not have to worry about the other variables of going to a shop, losing your truck for a couple months and getting some half-butt job done. So the important thing was we need to get it back on the road, and that's what we're going to do today. What looks like happened is the truck hit this light in this front end and just sideswiped it. You can see the bumper has a bunch of scratches right there and just mangled this this headlight. He drove it all the way back from Pennsylvania, but I guess the hood doesn't open. He didn't even try to get it open. I would have tried to get the hood open, because behind this is your air to air, and you really need to make sure that's all good before you take off down the road. Again, company drivers maybe don't have, not all company drivers have company drivers in my family, and they would not do this. You know, they would be very good about it. This might look like, okay, you just need a hood and a headlight, and that looks like it wouldn't cost a lot of money. But these lights alone, just this light, is back ordered, and one of these lights is $1,800. If you find one, you can get it for about $1,800. You might be able to get a used one for about $1,000, but that is a lot of money. Well, they said, this is why I laugh, is they go ahead and they go, hey, we're gonna go ahead and get loaded up, right? And then in a day from now, we want you to just put some new headlights on it. Okay, they got some ordered. Not these kind. We're gonna go with a different kind that are a little cheaper. Put the headlights on, and it's like, dude, I can't just unbolt this and put a headlight on. I mean, look how mangled that is. The headlight is pointed the wrong direction. So I've got my share of work to do here, and it's sad to see. I don't even know how hard it is going to be to get the hood open, but it doesn't look like this side was damaged. It looks like it just mainly right here. Oh my goodness, just dented the whole hood. This is dented in, and you can see how it's off now. So we're gonna get to work and see what we got on this. Look, even the top of the hood is bowed right here. So it's pretty bad. All right, well, this is looking more like it's gonna just be a blast. This thing, the whole hinge got twisted sideways. So I don't know if I take these nuts, loosen one of them, and then try to sledge. Look how far away from the hood that is now. And that's where the lights connect. All they want is some lights on it so they can go down the road. This is where it was rubbing. The hinge is rubbing against the air cooler, which is just fantastic. I mean, I would have checked that before I went down the road and risked my whole engine, but you know, that's just me. That's just me. I'll show you the other hinge so you can see the difference. Look at that hinge. See how it's nice and solid? It's right inside of there. I gotta try to angle this that's embedded into a fender. Golly. And get this to turn sideways again. And I have a short amount of time to do it because, you know, they already have a load and another load booked, and that's what they want. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I've sledged on it and sledged on it and sledged on it, and it's not getting any better. That hinge is so bad. So I don't want to take this all the way off because I need the holes to match up for where the new one goes in, and I don't want to have to fight that. So I put a chain in here. It fits real nice. Maybe it was made for that. Yeah. Put a chain in here, and I'm gonna use a little mini excavator to see if we can kind of put some tension on it and pull it in a little bit. If I can get this to bend out a little bit. Right now I can't even close the hood because it gets completely jammed on the air cooler. So I need it to bend out, and we don't have the luxury of a ton of time. So we're gonna see if that works. I don't know if that's the best idea. I never pictured myself yanking a hood on a glider. I hate doing this to a Peterbilt. It's just sad. Oh, let's see. Say we give it a little more. That's straightening it out at all. The machine helped bring it in the way it needs to close. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but I ended up sticking a couple bolts through it and pulling it out the other side to tweak that hinge and give it a little more support. I finished taking the headlight out. Looks like it slid out real nice. So now it shuts. It's not, oh, got the safety. Here we go. It shuts, but it is nothing pretty. I know that. How does it look? Yeah, there you go. So we got it to close. That is really good to end out this day. I'm really happy with how it closes now, because it was that looked like it was going to be really rocky situation to get it to open and close, because that hinge was so twisted. So thank you, sweet, awesome Takeuchi. Doesn't look like the best unit, but it sure does help out in a jam. The the headlight, I took this one out, and I'm also very excited about it because it's not bound up at all. So, I mean, slide in and out real easy, and that was a concern, that was gonna not come out easy, and so the new one would be hard going in. The big issue is gonna be, will that headlight point so far upward, because it still has a twist in it, and what can I do to try to angle it if I need to? I hope the bulb has a big adjustment screw on it that allows you to kind of get it pointed down, because otherwise, you know, that's not really going to be a good option if you can't see where you're going. So excited about that. I didn't take this headlight out. Don't know when what time the headlight's going to come in. Been more and more disappointed with delivery service being on time. I'm still waiting on parts myself for other stuff that's supposed to be here today, and it's already 5:11. So we're gonna get the headlights going tomorrow, and we'll get this guy back on the road. You know, the estimate on this thing came to $26,500 to fix the hood and that fender and I guess the bumper. It's a crazy amount of money for just a hood, but that's what you got to spend. I probably won't be surprised if he just takes the money and holds off on fixing it. That would be ridiculous, but you never know. Well, we were under a deadline. I was under a deadline, really. I got some help from the person that owns it, to help me hold these lights up, but we got them on the hood and it's ready to go. Let me show you some of the things on it and why I'm not really pleased with the lights or even how it's advertised. I'm just not really excited about what we had to do. Here they are mounted on the hood. These are an excessive light. I think he bought them from Rainey's. He bought the pair, and it was only $800 and something for two of them. An OEM light, they're back ordered for a long time. An OEM light was like $1,800, and it was kind of a long shot to see if you got it in on time. And as you can see, he's already got a load on, so this thing needed to get back on the road, and we can't sit around for months. So it's kind of plasticky, but it's a reinforced metal inside, so they should hold up. But the positive side is on an insurance claim, you get paid for an $1,800, $2,000 light, and then you buy two lights at $850, and you can sell a used light OEM for maybe $1,000. You can see how you kind of come out on the positive on that end, and then also get back out on the road. Here's what I didn't like about them. They say they hook up directly to a 379, no problem, okay? But then it says just a slight modification and you can do it to a 389. Well, the slight modification, in my opinion, is not slight at all. One, it comes with bolts that are about that long. There's no way that can hook up on a 389. The 389, you need at least a 2.5 inch size bolt. So not only do you have to go looking for that, it comes in metric. Good luck finding that on a Saturday. It's very difficult to find the right bolt sizes. You got to drive all over the place because all the hardware stores are closed. Auto places don't really carry stuff like that. So the other kicker was not just finding the right bolt sizes, because this is all twisted up, so you don't know what bolt size to get to keep it in. Hopefully it works. But then you had to drill a hole. Okay, you have to drill one hole that's offset on this, because it has 5 bolts instead of 6 on the 389 OEM. So I had to drill a hole on each side, and I just didn't have time to really get it to where I really like it. Of course, this hood's going. My big kicker is, why would it be called a slight modification when this grill from Peterbilt, that grill cost $6 $7,000. And you want me to just willy-nilly drill a hole in it? I don't think so, man. That's not a slight modification, but the functionality, let me show you the lights on and the blinkers and stuff, and you can see how they look. All right, here it is, the hinge. I just want to show that to you. Right or wrong, I'm not about to sit here and say this is the best way of doing it. This is the one I ended up having to drill through. It had 0 instructions. I didn't even have time to do any research. Said, hey, we got to go. And the truck needs to be ready to hit the road. So I did what I had to do. And sometimes you got to do that. And that bolt is important because it's this one right here that hits the top of the light. So you don't want it going anywhere. And obviously it's a bigger bolt because it needs more strength, yes. Or since it only has 2 on that side, maybe that's it, I don't know. Let me show you the lights themselves. All right, well, that's what they look like. I mean, they light up nice. I like the front turn signal. It's got a side signal here. Let's see. And the light itself, this light right here, it's not shooting too far off. We were able to bend it back a lot, but we'll see how it works out. But I think they look all right. They look okay. So, pretty cool. I like to see them at night, see how it looks, see how bright it is. Life goes on, right? But the most important goal has been met. These wheels will keep on turning and it will keep on making money. And that's the most important part, baby. So I hope I'm done working on the Neil Diamond truck for a while. I hope it's had its string of bad luck and it's kind of over with for now. But for now, we'll see you on the next one.